I thought I would try OBS and thought I would live stream using OBS, and that wasn't working either. So I decided to go ahead and just come back to Sims 3. So here I am in Sims 3 going to do a house building video here instead so I can use Gamecaster, because as far as I know, this works a lot better when it comes to live streaming than OBS, at least for me anyway. Maybe others get better luck, but I don't. So woo, oh my goodness. Gotta love it when it moves around like that, don't you? I actually wanted to do this. I'm just gonna go ahead and build something small. I don't have a whole lot of time. I spent an hour trying to get OBS and Gamecaster to work for Sims 4 and to do a live stream there, so I don't have a whole lot of time for this live stream, so we're gonna go ahead and just do something small. I'm not sure what I want to start with actually. Let's see. I always start kind of in the center, I guess, of lots, just because I know I'm probably not going to have a whole lot of room. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. Do I want a garage? I almost feel like I want a garage. So let's just go ahead and remove this. Sometimes my live chat here and my screen does not always show up like I want it to. I don't know if I really want that there. Let's go with, let's maybe put it more in the center, maybe do a small sunroom or something. That, I guess that's not even really small, is it? Let's go with that, like that right there. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and I think put in a garage. So testing cheats enabled, true. I think I typed that right. I can't see it. I got my live chat screen up there, so I can't actually see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, that's right. Duh. Gotta put the cheat on. Constrain floor elevation false. There we go. I think I typed that in right. There. No? Apparently not. Oh my gosh. Constrain floor elevation false. Now is that right? I really need a different place. Apparently not. I need a different place for my my chat screen because I can't actually see. Let's put it right. Let's try putting it here. Okay, now let's try this again. See if I can see what I'm doing. Testing cheats enabled, true, there we go. And then constrain floor elevation false. All right. Huh. There we go. Now does it work? Yes, awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and, does that look about good enough for a garage? I think so. It looks good enough for me. I don't usually, actually I don't even count. I don't pay any attention to the size of the garage that I'm doing. I just kind of throw one in and call it good. I think I'm going to make do some of this as a, let's do a small porch. There we go. And we'll go like that, and then over here we'll just go ahead and make it straight back. That's fine. I do kind of want, I think, a bump out, or no, do we want to do that? No, let's do a fireplace right there. I think would be a good place. Not really sure, but it works. And then we were going to do a sunroom back here. I think I still want to make that a little smaller. There we go. And then let's go with, actually I gotta finish in the garage. Let's put the wall in. There we go. That way I can take the cheat off and I don't make a huge mess. Whoops. Why is it not, there we go. Say, why is it not doing that? Okay. Let's take this off, put back on true. And then, gotta love auto roofing. There we go. And let's delete. Okay. So, let's see. Let's go with this house. Like I said, I don't want it to be big. I'm thinking 1 bedroom, honestly, is all I'm thinking. But I wanted to have some character. So we're gonna do an area here that sticks out. It's gonna be a porch right there in front. So now that I think about it, I actually wanted this to be a little bit smaller. There we go. I didn't want this porch quite so deep. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to this. That might work. Let's do... Actually, I'm thinking this might have to come out just a little bit farther. There we go. And then kind of want a tall roof. I would like it to maybe cover some of this. To make this even, I think I gotta go right there. Okay. So then we're gonna come back here. Have a little bit of space here, I think. And then go here. It's not gonna be much of an upstairs. It really isn't. So see if I can figure out a roof for that. I don't know. Sometimes I have these ideas in my head and I plan something, but I can't always get the roof in this game to actually do what it is I want it to do. I think that's what I want it to do. I think. Okay, let's go and put it over here. There we go. Now hopefully this will line up and not look weird. Yes, actually it did. Good. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and go put that in. Now why in the world did that just show up all of a sudden? Why would it do that? Okay, I'm not sure. I have no idea why it did that. Okay. Alright, that works. Let's finish the fireplace right here. There we go. Then we need to put in some roofing down here. Thinking this style. Go with, there you go. And we'll just bring that down. No, you know what? That don't even look good. Let's go with this one instead and lower it. I think I made it wide enough. No, I did not. Let's go and put it here. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring this down. It still isn't far enough. Oh my goodness. This is the one thing I would have to say that is nice about Sims 4 is I don't have to keep deleting the roofing and adding. Seriously, that doesn't even fit either. Maybe I need to make this roof just a little taller. There we go. And put that in. Bring that up a little bit. There we go. Put this down. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Still has that crease. I hate how it does that. Where it doesn't line up perfectly, so then it has, oh there we go. Well, sort of. Has a little bit of a line right there or something. There we go. Let's go with, oh, we need to delete some of this. There we go. And then, not sure how far to take that in, but I want to lower it because I want windows there. Okay. I think that looks nice. It's cute. We could probably put, oops, that's not what I wanted. Some kind of back decks on each side. There we go. Now, oh, that's nice. Where did that wall come from? Okay. Let's go ahead and add a fireplace in so we can see how tall it's going to make the chimney, because it always makes it way too tall. There we go. Yeah. Who in the world wants a chimney that tall? I mean, really? We will go ahead and kind of need to delete some here. Otherwise, I won't be able to put it in. There we go. And then we're going to put this around it. Still seems really, well, it may not be too bad. Now I think I need to put on move objects in order to take some of this away. Yes. And then that. So we have smoke. Go back into walls. I want half wall. There we go. And we're going to draw in a half wall. So hopefully this isn't going to be too tall. It don't look, I guess it don't look too bad. It's not too tall. I wish we had smaller ones. That way it could be a little bit smaller. Let's kind of center that a little bit. That way it's not poking through. And I think that is going to be the exterior of this house. Like I said, something small. I don't know if I'll get it done in a live stream or not. I guess we'll find out. Let's go with, I actually really like, I feel like oh, it's in the fences. I was looking for this one right here. I really like this fencing, but I forgot that it is in, oh, don't have a wall right there. Oh, that's right. That's right. I deleted the foundation piece. Okay. Constrain floor elevation false. Go ahead and put this back. Oh, no, that is not it. That would be a fence. Okay, there we go. And then let's go ahead and flatten this out. There we go. Take the cheat off because I really don't want to mess up anything. And now that looks pretty good. I don't think there's going to be anything else exterior wise that I want to do, but I need to get rid of these. These are just the little walls or whatever that the roofing will automatically put in. I like to remove them because if you don't, sometimes it causes a shadow on the wall. So if you ever build a house and there's some roof, you do like this weird roofing, or you do a bunch of roof and you notice that on the exterior of the house where the siding would go, that it has like a black shadow and you can't seem to get rid of it no matter what you do. There's nothing there, nothing blocking it, but for whatever reason it's a shadow. Well, it's probably those center pieces or those pieces that the roofing puts in. Okay. Go ahead and do some siding here. I'm thinking, I'm not going to completely recreate the starter home I created in my From the Ground Up series, but I really like that house, so I'm going to do, that's why I'm kind of doing something similar. Not exact. I wish I would have recorded that. I really do. I wish I would have recorded that. But I want to do something like that, but make it in a nice deep blue color. Kind of like I did for that. You know, the lighting in this particular lot is not actually the greatest. There we go. Oh, I guess I should have stayed on that. Because we need to copy it over here. And hopefully it's the right shade of blue that I actually want. Go ahead and put that piece in so we can move the color over. There we go. Let's go with, copy this. Do that. I'm not gonna put siding here in the front because it makes a weird, I don't like how it slants down like that. So, okay, let's go with, what do we want to do? Do we want to put stone on the inside of these? I'm thinking stone, honestly. The fireplace would be stone. I still need to add, you can see the chimney underneath it. That's kind of neat. It's different. But I do need to add that back in. Something or another anyway. Well, okay. Did I copy the wrong piece? There we go. Didn't want to copy that. Go put that up and you put that piece right there. You know, our chimney is not centered to that part of the room, but that's okay. It does not always have to be. Okay, I need to put a piece here. There we go. Let's come over here. I will put it here though. And then we'll color this, copy this piece. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. I think it's an okay blue. I mean, I'm seeing it on this side and it's really not that bad, so I'll probably stick with it. Oh, it's not quite the shade I was thinking, or in my head, but the shade I was thinking is actually kind of hard to recreate, so just realized, am I going to put a piece of foundation here or not? Oh, okay, it will. I didn't know if it would, since the chimney was, you know, sticking through right there. I didn't know if it would. I realized I didn't color this the way I wanted it. There we go. There's no need to do that side. Can't see it anyway, so there's really no point. And then we'll come over here and color. There we go. Okay, that's better. Now, I think to pick out my stone, I'm going to go ahead and maybe use this side. So let's go in. I think I want stone and not brick. Let's go with, I don't know, does that look good or not? Oh, definitely not. No. I like these. I like this texture or this pattern, but I don't really like the coloring. I might change the coloring. But the coloring on these sometimes are kind of tricky to change. What is it that I want to change about it, I guess, more or less, is what I need to be thinking. What is it about this that I need to change? They use multiple textures, actually. That might not be too bad. That don't look bad. We'll go with, I think we'll go with that. Actually, it kind of looks good on this color. Then I like to make the foundation in that area the same. I don't know why. I started doing that a while back and I've just kind of continued with it. There we go. Go ahead and copy it all over there. We're going to put that here and here. Yeah, that don't look good. I would like this to be brick, but it's not going to look very pretty. Maybe what we need to do is change this a little bit. Let's go with, I probably should have done this from the start because this is probably going to be a problem. By putting the slant on the other side is kind of what I'm thinking. Going all the way over like that. And I think it actually turned out okay. Because I can cover the sides here with a bush or tree a lot easier than I can cover the very front where the garage actually is. And this will give us a nice stone front. So I like that a lot better. Let's go ahead and, I thought I copied. Well, why does it do that? Oh my gosh. Go ahead and copy this one. Come on, why aren't you copying? There we go. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed this house. It's just going to be a small one. Don't have a whole lot of time here to build because, well, earlier I was trying to use OBS for Sims 4 and it just was not, it's not my cup of tea. I have no idea what I'm doing when I use that, so it did not work very well. So here I am in Sims 3 building a house instead. Okay, what is it that it's doing? Is it even copying what I want it to copy? I guess is the question. There we go. Why does it do that? It like covers the whole entire thing all in one. I don't want it to do that. Okay, let's come over here, fix that piece. There we go. Now we got to fix this mess over here because it's doing something that I don't want. There we go. I think that's better. Yes, I would have to say I love Sims 3 a lot better too. I think it's because of all the color wheel for one is my absolute favorite. And then of course all the terrain that I can do. I can change the terrain. So I like that the most in Sims 3 probably. But I don't know. I think I could go ahead and be okay with not having to move the terrain around or anything like that. But the color wheel I think is really what I miss the most about Sims 4. I really miss that. So I tend to build in Sims 3 instead. Let's go ahead and change that out. No, I have not played Sims 2. In fact, I didn't even know about The Sims until about 5 or 6 years ago. So no, I started off with Sims 3 instead. Let's go ahead and put some black here. I just like to black out the areas that my Sims can't go. I find that it makes it where my eyes will redirect, I guess you could say, where my Sims are at. I don't know, it just makes it easier, I guess, in gameplay to do this. So that's why I'm doing it. And I have been doing this for as long as I can remember. I don't know when I started it. Did I get all of them? You're welcome. I love talking with you guys on building. I would have to say live streaming is probably my absolutely favorite thing to do. I just don't always have time to do it. I happen to have all my weekly videos already recorded, so I thought I'd come in and do another live stream this week. So 2 in 1 week. Go ahead and finish that up, and then we're going to go ahead and fill that in because can't really see inside the fireplace anyway. So, and then we'll go ahead and cover that all up. I think it's all covered. Now we need to do the blacking of the floor. So I'll go ahead and put a square in right here. And it seems to color black the best if you go to miscellaneous and just pick this white color and drag it all the way over to your right. And that just seems, I think, make the best black when it comes to doing this. You don't have to worry about other patterns or anything like that that happens to get in the way. And then of course, whoops, I just recolored the bottom. I didn't want to do that. There we go. Right here. Sims can't go up here, so I like to black this out as well. It just helps it for when I go up on the second floor here that my eyes all pretty much automatically redirect right to the spot that is not covered in black. It just seems to make it a lot better. Well, thank you for stopping by, and hopefully I will be here when you come back. I'm not sure how long I'll be live streaming though. I guess I don't have a whole lot of time. I spent way too much time trying to figure out OBS, so I might be here and I may not. I hope you enjoy my videos. There's several there to choose from. Okay, let's go with regular flooring now, just to put in the house. There we go. Now time to, I usually decorate the exterior. So, oh, we didn't finish the brick. Because a lot of times I leave stuff out. I completely forget to do something. So, which like right here, for instance. I didn't get the brick on here. And then we need to recolor up here. And then what I do to help get the top of this chimney to match, a lot of times you can just color, which it did not go in the right one. Apparently, what's it doing? There we go, we'll just do that. A lot of times if you just bring this over, that was not a very good color to put on top, but a lot of times you just have to bring it over and it'll give it a color that'll work. Like that color works. We'll go ahead and go with that one. So we'll go ahead and go into this color and just drag it over. There we go. It looks like I managed to drop frames. This is the first time it's ever dropped frames with Gamecaster. I hope everything is okay on your end and that it's still streaming okay and no problems. Sometimes it just does that. Let's see where my frames are. It looks like it's like up in the hundreds, so should be alright, I would think. It's right around 168 frames per second, so hopefully you're okay. Alright. I mean, still seems to be moving alright on my side, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and change the roof color because that roof color is positively hideous and I almost never use it. Unless for some odd reason it actually matches. Sometimes it does. Apparently just dropped again. I wonder what its problem is. Gotta love frame rates. I need to fix this. I wish they had a different kind of roof. There's this one roof that I wish they would have and they don't have it. And you wouldn't have to worry about this portion here of the roof that just kind of sticks out. This one building program I had it where you would have this style of roof, but it went to the right, angled to the right like this, from here and over here. And it would go into the slant of this roof like perfectly, and then you wouldn't have that. And this bugs me. I really hate it. So a lot of times if it shows up, what I do is I just get this, what is this one? Half gable roof, and I just kind of drag it over. Actually, since we're going over to that side, we're going to use the half hipped roof instead. So we can start at this corner here and then come and drag it, and that'll give it a nice cleaner look. Yep, that's kind of what I figured. A lot of times it'll add these roof pieces again. Just delete them. There we go, and there we go. I don't think anything else. Yes. Okay. Did you do family tree on your Sims 3? I have trouble with the family tree and just wondering if it's not just me. Yes, on the 100 baby challenge, I had a huge problem with that family tree. I didn't realize a family tree had done this or would do this because I've never played, I guess, long enough in any of the Sims 3 or Sims 4, long enough to actually have a big family tree. And it would actually be deleting or wouldn't even show up all my babies that my Sim was having. So what I had to end up doing, just so I could keep track of how many my Sim had, was every time she had a baby, I had to write the name down. And then keep that on a separate piece of paper because the family tree just did not show them all. It would show a few and then that was about it. So yeah, I had problems with the family tree during that challenge. Go ahead. I always use this garage door for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because the others just seem too much like it should go with a different type of house. Like this seems more like a country style house with a barn type of style. And then you got, well, this is store content. I don't know where it came from, but that's very modern if you ask me. And personally, I wouldn't want everybody on the street to see what was inside my garage. Let's see, other garage doors. What else do we have? Oh, that's not a garage door. Oh, what's this one? Again, you can see through it. Oh, your family tree would even, it says family, oh, wouldn't even open. Now that I didn't have a problem with. I could always open it. Well, that ain't too bad. We'll go ahead and go with that garage door. So I didn't have that problem. What is it with all these garage doors that are clear, see-through? Oh yeah, there's that one. That's a big door. They're all like see-through. So I only use a couple of these doors. Mostly because I just don't, I guess, build houses that would use them. And I'm not really a modern fan. I could probably build an exterior of a house in modern, but I would be so lost when it comes to decorating. I wouldn't have a clue what I was doing. Okay, so now I'm just going to color this white. I mean, the house is already dark as it is, and I think we just need to accent everything in white. That'll just help everything pop. There we go. Let's go over here and color that one. There we go. Now let's put in stairs. What I like to do with stairs, because the way Sims 3 is, there's no foundation underneath them. So like if I would have put in a pair of stairs, say just these ones here, we'll go ahead and just make them double and put them in. There's nothing underneath the stairs down here. Absolutely nothing. And I personally just don't like that. So what I do to fix that, so I can have what I call, I guess, a foundation underneath them, is I'm putting up my cheat menu here. I've actually been asked this multiple times, what it is I'm doing and why, and how I am, you know, exactly what is it that I'm doing. So basically I bring up my cheat menu and I just put in the constrained floor elevation and then false cheat. And basically what that's going to do is let me maneuver or manipulate the foundation. And I'm just going to draw a wall and I'm going to enclose it. Actually, you gotta go farther than what the stairs are. So I'm going to go all the way out here, and then I'm going to come over here and just connect right there. And basically what that does is that makes the game think your stairs are inside of the house when they're actually not. And then when you put the stairs in and then take them away, you have the little foundation piece. So that's what I'm doing. Like I said, since I get a lot of questions about that, now we need to fix this lovely issue that I got going on here. There we go. That should be fine. Okay, and then always remember, take that cheat off as soon as you're done using it, because then you're going to have a lot of problems. Okay. I am definitely having problems with frame rates today. Oh my goodness. And I have no idea why. I just live streamed a couple of days ago and I don't recall that notification coming up. So either my game is just not running very well today, which it happens. I've noticed that sometimes it runs really awesome one time I'm in, and then I could exit out and go back in and it just doesn't seem to run very good. So it's hard to say. Let's go with, no, I don't really like that one. I want a straight one. This one's actually kind of nice and it gives nice straight spindles in the center. I think that's what they're called, to kind of match the whoops, I'm sorry, I hit the microphone. It kind of matches that, and then it's a little fancy also on the outside, so I like those. It's one of my favorites. Okay, there we go. Although I would think 160, 140 frames per second, as high as 180 would be just fine, good quality, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. I know absolutely nothing about it. So let's continue. Let's go ahead and pick a front door. The front door, let's see, what would I like to have? Let's see. That's a big one. I don't even want to go with the big one. I almost want just a basic one like this. There we go. And let's go ahead and put in windows. Now I prefer to have, you know, like this little dormer, I guess you could call it, to be 2 squares, but they really don't have very good windows to put there. That's the one thing I noticed about this, is there's nothing good. I wish the way it was set up was you could go half on the grid. You know, like even Sims 4 you can't do half. You can go all over the place depending on, you know, where it is, what kind of window it is and stuff like that, but you still can't do like half in the grid. I wish you could do that. Oh my gosh, darn mouse, I swear. I need a new mouse. Let's see. Now, I know there's games out there that actually do, you know, you can be on half the grid. So I don't understand why they can't do that. They can make it. So now we have to find a window that'll work. So basically this window, I have no idea what pack it comes from. What is this? Oh, I have no idea. Is that World Adventures? I don't know. But that has shutters and it sticks it in the center and it usually looks cute. So I tend to use that one a lot. Messed up family tree in The Sims 3 and 4. I would have to say that 100 baby challenge I had the strangest family tree, I think, because I still had story progression going on in the background. So some of my Sims, it was different. It was definitely different. It is lagging. Okay, let's get over here and do this window. I am thinking this front portion of the house is going to be a living room, so don't have to worry too much about what I put here. I think I'm just going to stick these windows in. Pretty basic, nothing too fancy. Let's get rid of that one. Sorry about this, I'm just reading the messages here. Okay, I see what you mean on your family tree. Yes, that would definitely be a little bit of a messed up family. Okay, I would like to do another window that has shutters just to match that one on the front, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, because that window won't even go in. I want a window over here. How about this one? Yeah, that one's even too tall too. That's like the smallest I have. Though I don't get any smaller than that. I don't know if I like that. That don't look very good. Let's go ahead and recolor this. I myself feel like I need to recolor everything almost as I'm doing it because it helps me visualize how this house is looking. If I don't have it the right color, it makes it really difficult for me to visualize how the house is coming along and whether or not I like the colors. Okay, there's that. We'll need to color that window at the top as well. There we go. Sometimes my game lags a little bit. It's not usually too bad. My problem that I'm having now is the fact that I'm live streaming, and that just makes it all the worse. So it's a lot harder, or it's a lot more from, I don't have the internet connection for one. My internet sucks where I'm at, so I don't have the greatest to begin with, and then I probably have my game settings set way too high to be live streaming, but you know, I don't really care. I like having the game look good, I guess, instead of, you know, removing the lag, because it's not like there's anything in this town. I'm actually using the town that has my From the Ground Up series, and I'm using it because I know that I can, you know, there's all kinds of empty lots here and I don't have to worry about deleting anything. I'm not sure where I'm going to stick the kitchen. I like using lower or smaller windows for the kitchen, so I'm not sure where I'm going to put that yet. I need to color these. I just realized that's not colored. Is the other side colored? No. Okay, well it is now. So I'm figuring the kitchen is probably going to be on this side, but I don't really exactly know since I haven't done the floor plan. And then this window, I can put a shutter on it. So that's what I want to do. Which is probably a good thing that I guess the window is able to go in on this side, because this is probably where the bedroom, I think, is probably going to be at. I don't really know. Where is that shutter? They're the big ones, the tall ones. Here they are. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I'm just going to slide it up. I've been asked also, how is it that I'm sliding shutters and sliding curtains up and down? It's just a mod, and nobody has told me that, you know, the objects move when they download my houses. So, and a little bit of testing I have done, you don't have to have the mod in your game for the objects to be where I place them. So you should be okay. Like I said, I haven't been told, so I don't really know. I mean, I'm going to assume everything's going to be okay. I don't know, can we lower that roof just a little bit more? I don't like how it clips into... No, I cannot. We might have to just pick a smaller window. I am very picky. I do not like how that is clipping through. So just go ahead and get something smaller, I guess. I usually pick this one. It's usually actually the same one that I put in for kitchens a lot of times. Sometimes I use the one that's got the flowers instead, but this is usually my go-to window. So this one and the ones I just got done putting in. I think they're base game, but I don't really know. I don't pay attention. Like, I don't look at the little symbols when I'm grabbing objects and stuff, so I really have no idea. There's a few items that I do know for sure on where they come from, but I don't actually really pay a whole lot of attention. So, do I want to put shutters there, or is it going to look weird? Here's the... I think it'll probably be okay. Question is, are they facing right? No, they are not. There we go. The arrows need to be facing inside the house to get them to snap right. Shutters can be such a major pain. Major pain in the rear. Okay. This was going to be a sunroom, I believe, is what I had chosen. It's still awfully big. Oops, where am I going? Sunroom windows, I tend to choose ones from Into the Future just because they're floor to ceiling. I have used in the past these ones because they're so pretty, but they're store content. I don't know where they come from, but they're pretty and I like them. I did use them once though. So our Into the Future ones we have, well, actually there's a base game one right here that works too. A lot of times I use this over a one of the expansion pack ones because then I know everybody can have this window and I don't have to worry about, you know, they don't have to worry about not having it. So we're just going to go ahead and copy this. There we go. Gonna make a nice sunroom. Probably have a door maybe in the center there. And then a door in the center over here. There we go. So go back to the door. And then there's this one here that is also base game. So go ahead and put that in. It needs to be recolored though because it is currently silver. Color it to white. So nice sunroom. I don't make sunrooms too often, but this house just felt like it needed one. So we'll go ahead and grab that door. Gotta love how windows and doors disappear when you have move objects on. But I myself cannot build without move objects on. It has to be on. I don't think I could possibly build a house anymore. Not after all these years of having move objects. I don't know if I could build a house without it. I have to have them. Okay, there we go. I think I'm going to go ahead and just take a look at this interior here. Like I said, I think this is going to be the living room. I know for sure. The first thing you gotta do though is figure out where are your stairs going to be able to fit. Since this is not a full upstairs, this would not be considered a full 2-story. It would be considered a 1.5 story because these are not considered. It has to fill the whole space of the downstairs to be considered a full, whatever you want to call it, in order for it to be considered so. We're going to go ahead and make that 2, I think. I think the house is actually plenty. You know, that may not be too bad. I don't want the house to be very big anyway, but then again, I'm looking at this and there is absolutely nowhere to put a double bed. That is not good. Because I just had an idea of how I wanted to do this interior. So yeah, that ain't gonna work. Let's go to one. I don't want the railing. I like to pick my own railings. Do we want to put that here? Oh geez, yeah, since there we go. I would like the stairs here, but I'm thinking I did not do an upstairs. Guess it could be kind of lofty style. Yeah, you know what, let's go ahead and do that. Let's undo that and put the stairs over here. No, that completely takes away. Yeah, now I no longer have the room. Okay, that doesn't work. I'm thinking loft. A loft style is kind of what I'm thinking. But how am I going to actually, because that way I can actually put a bed. You know, a bed could at least sit here anyway. And then we can put like a bathroom right there. So we could put a bathroom in here. That's actually a little big, so we'll bring it back. Actually, we can bring it back, whoops, more. There we go. This is the struggles I have with floor plans. This would be why a lot of times I cut them out when I am recording or doing a speed build for, you know, just a regular speed build. A lot of times I cut them out because I struggle and have no idea what it is I'm doing. Okay. Now grid line wise, yes, I think that'll be fine because the Sims will still be able to get around. It'll be small. I wanted a double bed. I'm not really a big fan of not having double beds for some reason. I don't know. I just like double beds in the master. I just do. So we're probably gonna want a wall here. Is what I'm thinking. Go ahead and bring that around like so. And then here. Whoops. What am I doing? And then if I delete the stairs and hit undo, that gets rid of that annoying line that goes right here. So that gets rid of that, but I don't know if I like that. Let's go with, let's undo, because I gotta get the floor pieces back in. There we go. The foundation portion. Let's go with partial, I'm thinking. And then let's do, oh, we need to put this back in. There we go. Kitchen over here. Let's do, gosh, look at me struggle. Oh, I'm thinking, how do I want to do this? I want the kitchen over here. How am I going to do this? What am I going to do? Let's bring the grid light back on so I can kind of see. We could probably, because I don't want the kitchen to be gigantically huge. We could probably do something like this. And that'll give us a laundry room. And then and a bathroom. And it'll exit into the garage. And that'll make that a little bit smaller. We can bring that in for the sunroom. Small table can sit here. I think that'll probably, kitchen go around here. There'll be a door or archway here, I'm thinking. And then we can probably put a round table. Then we need to put doors in. Oh my goodness. Maybe we won't do a laundry room. There's just not enough space. We'll go ahead and get rid of this. And then we will do, what do we want to do? Because I don't like it where you have to go through the bathroom to get outside. That's just weird to me. We could probably put the dining here. That way we can have a door here and not have to worry about every single chair that I put in not working. I think that'll work. And then it'll be a loft. I'm thinking though we need to have, there we go. This needs to be here. There we go. It'll just make more sense having the wall there because of floor. Is there? Well, I don't really have it on this side, do I? I wanted it open though. That's kind of like an entrance. I kind of wanted it open, so I don't know if I want to close that off or not. And then we can probably have some doors here to this back patio. So let's go ahead and just put in some doors. Patio doors I like to use. Where is it at? They just feel, they're a little fancy and they feel like patio doors. There we go. The kitchen is not going to exit out into it. You have to go through the sunroom here, I guess, to go to that back porch. Do I want to put the door here or here? That is the question at this moment. Look-wise, I think it'll look better there. Yeah. Look at me struggle. This house, this floor plan. Oh my goodness, why can't I get a hold of it? There we go. Okay, I think floor plan wise is done. There'll be a guest bathroom for your guests. You have a loft bedroom is what I've decided to go with. Need to put something there. There we go. I don't know what we could put there. We can put a fence or something there. It's like a, it would be called, if you were to have a house, that would be called a plant shelf. There's a lot of houses that have them. So I think that's how we're gonna go. Okay, this house I am feeling wood floors with. So we'll go with wood. Do I want diagonal? Or do I actually, I really like, let's go ahead and, whoops. Fill that in with that. What I'd like to use and what I've been using a lot is the wood in here. Pick ones that have the lines and then you'll actually have little planks. So I think like this one's real nice. I like this one. It's a little orangey for me, so sometimes what I'll do is I just kind of try to change the color. Tone it down a little bit is a lot of times what I do. And then I think I like that. It almost needs to be richer, but not red. Go with this and then darken it. And then we're going to slide it just a little bit just to get a hint of that red. That's what gives it the richness. I still want to go a little bit more. There we go. Ever so slightly. That is much nicer. I like that. I think that's what I'm going to go with. We'll copy that color number. And then we're going to come over to the stairs here. And I think I'm going to pick a different wood because to me this wood looks like particle board. Really cheap. And to me you would fall through that. So I usually pick, a lot of times I pick this one because it has just one circle here, one color palette. And I don't have to worry about all the different colors. And then we're just going to drag it down. And that turned out really, really dark. But I like that color. So we're going to try to match this wood here to that. So sometimes if we just darken it, it'll go pretty close to what we want. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go with that. I like that a lot better. Okay. I like dark woods. What can I say? Let's go ahead and put indoors. Yes, because I'm looking at the time. I have places to go today. And it looks like I have just a few more minutes to do a live stream. I'm not too bad at a live stream. I mean, pushing about an hour, so that's pretty good. It's lagging on me. Gotta load up all these doors, and then who knows what else it's doing. Plus my frame rates. I just got a message saying that went down, and it did. It's at 113. So yeah, now it's on to 108 and 107. So yeah, that's pretty low. It could stay back up in the 180s where it was, but you know, why would it do that? Why would it make sense? I like to use this archway just because it has nice trimming. I like doors that have nice trim. A lot of your newer houses, at least the ones around here that I've seen, just have basic trim, not real, I mean, it's just basic. And they used that kind of stuff in the 70s, I believe, 70s and 80s. It was really kind of, it might have actually when it started, and it just hasn't gone away, maybe. I don't know. I am not an expert at houses, but I do like architecture, so I do kind of look at things and kind of pay attention. So this door I find matches that archway the best, so we're just going to put that in. This house looks like it's only going to have 2 doors, and basically they're doors that go in like a bathroom. Oh, okay, that's a door. I was going to say, oh, do I want windows? I think we're just going to leave it like this. All the windows can be over here. There doesn't need to be any more, I'm thinking. I think floor plan, I think that is pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and get some exterior. Now I at least know where the kitchen is exactly, so I can put in the windows that I need, and then I can probably do plants. So I want this window here, the new divide window or whatever it is. We're going to put one there and one there. And then I can put shutters on this, so that's what I'm going to do because I like my shutters. I think houses just look nicer. They seem to have more character, I think, when there's shutters attached. So we're going to do shutters, get them to flip right. There we go. And then there we go. Those usually snap in pretty good on those windows. I don't normally have to adjust their height. So there's that, and then okay, we need stairs out the back here. Okay, stairs. Where do we want to put those? Again, I'm going to put the foundation portion underneath the house or underneath these staircases because I just find it looks better. So I'm going to put my cheat back on. There we go. And then I'm just going to drag and basically make a room. Make the game assume or think that these staircases are inside of the house and not outside. And that is going to be what gives me, you know what, so I don't have to recolor. You just copy those. I'm going to put a set of 2. Bring that up just a little bit. There we go. So it's not messing up with the terrain. And make that a 1. There we go. And now we're just going to delete. And since I used a basic height for my foundation where it has 4 steps, the foundation underneath the stairs will be there. I have discovered in the past from experimenting and doing different heights on your foundation that depending on what you use, it does not always put the foundation underneath. But I do know that if you do a basic of 4 steps, you will get the foundation underneath it. So there we go. And then we'll just color coordinate those to match. And since these do not have a porch or a roof over them, I can't really use the same. Now what I have done in the past though is use, let's go to it. I have used this one that has the poles and then put like a lattice thing on top, which I think is what I'm going to do over on this side. Go right there, and then yeah, I think that'll work. Because I don't think I want lattice on both sides. I just don't think that'll look quite right. So we'll go with a fence that has, I guess you could say, straight spindles, which is this one. We need to recolor it to match. Yeah, you can too change the style. It apparently thought I was clicking on something else. I have no idea what it thinks I was clicking on, but that's not what I was clicking on. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and do that over here and do pretty much the same. So that pretty much matches. So there's that. And now let's come over here to the front. The front is really about the only thing I decorate. I am not creative enough to do exterior or the decorating of the backyard. Sometimes I have ideas in my head. Sometimes I think, oh, I can do this, and you know, I'll put a picnic table. Or there might be a like a swing set or something back there. But that's really about the extent of it. And anybody who's really watched my channel or follows me at Mod The Sims or anywhere else knows that none of my houses are very elegant or lavish when it comes to the exterior. I put lots of plants in, and that's really about it. But I don't really do much of anything else. I think that's a little too far over. Oops, too many times. There we go. We're just going to carefully drag this. It's okay if my mouse moves a little bit, we can erase that. And then do a small portion that goes across. That one I don't want to mess up too much because there's not much space to fix it. And this needs to be a little bit wider. There we go. There's that. And kind of get it down here to, it doesn't want to fill in, or I don't know what you want to call it. It doesn't like to color. Oops. It's control. If you hold control, that will erase. Helps to hold the right one. So we're just going to carefully come in here and just kind of clean up the sidewalk a little bit. There we go. Because usually your sidewalk is not all wacky and all out of the sorts like that. Because you usually use frames when you're putting in a sidewalk. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of plan out where I'm going to put plants. And I'm probably going to put plants here. Now this can be a little messy because dirt will, you know, occasionally get onto your sidewalk and stuff. So that is okay if this is not perfect. It'll be alright. It'll look more, you know, more natural. It looks like dirt's just kind of messed up a little bit and went onto your sidewalk. So I'm just going to put a little bit here and a little bit there. Nothing too major. I don't want to mess it up too much. And then I'm thinking I'm going to put something here. I'll probably put the newspaper or the mailbox here. Oh, I hate how it does not color very well. Let's just make that. There we go. There we go. Now it's coloring it a little bit. I had to make it a much stronger paint or whatever. There we go. Let's put that back because I don't want it to be that bad. Then over here, because I have this little slant here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of bring out a little bit here, and then we're going to go a little bit bigger. I guess not too big. That is the end of the lot. So I guess we're going to go right there. Let's go with a bigger brush. Right in here. And there'll be a few plants there to help cover that up. Over here, I think what I'll do is also, I'm just going to come out just a little bit right there. And then we're going to come out a little bit again here on the side. There we go. Just give it a little bit of character. There we go. And I think this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline with rocks. I do this every now and then, but not a lot. I don't like all my houses to basically look the same. So we're just going to put this rock here. We're going to angle this one over. Skip a little bit. Put another rock here. Another rock here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that. There we go. I think we're going to skip a little bit. Turn this one. There we go. Turn the rock. I think I'm going to skip because I'm going to put a different rock in there. Just something a little bit different to spice it up a little bit, I guess. Hopefully your Sims, if they absolutely think they have to go to the backyard going this way, can still get through. I don't usually pay much attention to that because the way I see it, they can just go through the house and get out in the backyard that way. So, okay, we're going to skip a little bit there so we can add another rock. There we go. There. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to add rocks here in the center. I'm going to skip to start with. Put a bigger rock there. And I'll probably put a bigger rock there. I don't know, maybe put a bigger rock here on the corner. And then this one, I think because it's just so small, we're just gonna line it with the small rocks. Just because it's small. There we go. They're not gonna have a whole lot of plants in there anyway. It's gonna have a mailbox and maybe a little bit of plants of some sort, but not a lot. Now since we used 2 rocks here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the bigger rock to start with. So then we're just gonna come over here and turn that, and I think we're going to use a bigger rock in there. And then turn this just ever so slightly. Go a little ways. We're going to put a bigger rock in, and then here. And I think we're going to do a bigger rock and then one all by itself right there. And the bigger rock is, I don't know, do I want to use this one? Or do I want to use, we might use a variety of them. Like we'll put that in right there. We'll put in this one right here, I think. And then we'll put in another one right here. This rock, I think I'm going to go to this one. Put that in right there. We're going to put this one in right here. And I think we'll put this one in right there. And then you can probably put that in right there. Put 2 of them together to kind of create a little bit of texture. There we go. And then we'll go over here and do the same thing with this. And then this one will have one here and one here as well. Kind of rotate them a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect when you're putting in rocks. I mean, just throw them around somewhere. That doesn't have to be, you know, perfect. And I think that's where the plants are going to go. Now, I am really big on just using trees and a bunch of plants that have greenery. So a lot of times what I do is I kind of zoom out just a little bit so I can see the house, and then just start placing trees that I think will go. Like that tree is a nice tree and it's not real fat, so that'll go right there. I like spruce trees, but I don't like putting them up next to the house. A spruce tree is definitely not a tree you want too close to a house, especially in real life, because that will cause foundation problems. But we can put one here. That should be far enough away. And then you can sometimes find smaller trees. I don't really want to block that window too much. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use that. There is a plum. It's purple and it's little, so that might work better. Where's that one at? That's a, well, this one's not the same one. I want the purple one. I want color. Where are you at? I'm pretty sure it's in this game anyway. I'm not thinking somewhere else. Oh, here it is. Ornamental plum. Oh, it's, can I get a smaller one? Yes, there's a smaller one. Can I get smaller than that? No, doesn't look like I can go any smaller than that. So we'll go with the small one. Now, will this one look better here in the front? I think so. It's not blocking the window completely. You can still kind of see out of it. And I think tree-wise for the front, that'll probably be good. And then I usually stick a tree in the backyard. Usually a pretty big one. Let's go with, what one is this one? A lot of times I love the willow tree in Sims 3. I hate it in Sims 4. I think the textures of it are hideous. I really don't like it. But I love it in Sims 3. It's so pretty. So, I mean, they did a really good job, I think, with the willow tree, all these individual, but you know, that's a lot of pixels, I guess, or whatever it is that they use. I'm not exactly sure, but it's just a lot. It makes it, you know, a lot of, I'm not thinking what it's called. I don't make objects in the game, so I have no idea what some of that stuff is, but there's a lot. So let's go with a smaller pine tree. They do have one that's smaller. If I can find it. Here it is. And just kind of stick a couple of them back here. I like to put two of them together for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I think I want a bigger one to go with it though. There we go. I think that'll probably be pretty good for the backyard. Since this doesn't have any kids' bedrooms, I probably won't put, you know, a teeter-totter or anything like that in. Let's go with, it'll probably just be a picnic table like I mentioned earlier. Let's do, keep these little guys small. They work nice, but they can get big. So just be careful if they get too big. Just start placing them somewhere outside of where you want them until you get the smaller one again. But I like to use those. So there's a big one. What is that one? That one is the huckleberry bush. Don't that have thorns? I'm not really sure. There we go. And then, I don't know, are huckleberries, are the berries on those trees poisonous? I'm not sure on that either. You gotta be careful with some of those berries that are on the bushes because they're poisonous to humans. They're there to feed the birds and that's about it. I don't know if I'm going to put too much in the way of flowering type of plants in or not. I might put a little bit in. Flowering plants in The Sims 3 aren't my favorite. They look better in Sims 4. I love the hostas in Sims 4. Those are my favorite. And I use those all of the time. And I like to use this because it just adds a little bit more lively green. Like some of these plants almost look like they're slightly on the dead side. But this just adds some nice green. I kind of hide them a little bit. Just puts in a little bit of green. Mix it in a little bit. There we go. Have them overhang the rocks just a little bit. There. I kind of like the little bit of an overgrown look for some reason. That's just kind of what I like. And then I think we can probably put, I'm going to put a stick of flower in. I always use the white hydrangea from Ambitions, I think is what it is. But what I'm going to do, so it's not like a whole bunch, is I'm just going to kind of set it in a little bit just to have a little bit of pop of the color show through. Not a bunch. There we go. And then we'll come over here and we'll throw in just a little bit of one here just to pop some of the colors. I don't know, I think the reason why I don't usually use the base game one is that blue to me is not a pretty blue. I just don't like it. So I don't use it. And now since this is so small right here, as in space, it's right up next to the wall, we can't really use anything too big. But I like to use, where are they at? They're white. Lazy daisies, yes. I like to put these in. For some reason. So we'll just kind of stick those in. A whole bunch. I think what we're going to do here is the same thing we're going to do over here. Because that's a small area. And then we're just going to toss in one of these every now. Oh, that's not a very big one. We need a bigger one. It needs to be taller than the daisies. Just kind of throw them in. Spin them a little bit. Go ahead and delete those. I guess I should have put one. Can't get a hold of it. There we go. We need one over here. There we go. And then these are actually not too pretty, or they are pretty, not too pretty. What was I thinking? I don't know what I was saying. But we can probably add them a little bit here and there just to kind of pop some of that color, to pop through those white flowers. Just give a little bit more something or another. There we go. I am not a gardener. I have no idea what I'm doing. There you go. That works. And then the mailbox. I hate one of the things I hate the most about Sims 3 is the mailbox never stays where I put it. I want it here. But when I put that house down, that mailbox is going to be, who knows where that mailbox is going to be sitting. It does not stay where I put it. I'm just going to stick the trash can in the back because that just seems more appropriately fitting. And then another thing that can be done, because I probably won't have it in this video, another thing that can be done is, again, dirt doesn't stay where you put it. And go around the exterior of your parts here, and this is kind of where I do a little bit more on the sidewalk. There we go. It just kind of gives it a nice natural look. There we go. And then go a little bit bigger. Just going to do a little bit underneath the trees. Again, we're just going to kind of pop the dirt out a little bit right here. And then we're going to do a little bit here because a lot of evergreen, depending on your tree, the grass is not necessarily going to grow the greatest. So there's that. A little bit underneath your willow tree. Then I'll just go ahead and do the rest of the terrain paints quick. I'm going to go ahead and outline the house. There we go. And then we'll do just one more thing that I do a little bit once in a while if I think of it. Real quick. There might be a patio or something in the back of this house. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do. There we go. Another thing that can be done is you go into your grass here and you pick your dry grass. You pick the large circle and you drag this all the way over and you just kind of spot it real lightly. Don't overdo it. But grass is not perfect. It's not going to be perfectly green everywhere. It's going to have patches. It's going to be nice in some areas. It's going to be not so nice in other areas. And you just kind of go around like this. And that'll just kind of give it a little bit of a variant on its coloring. I think I already did this side. And there you go. I think that will be good for that. I'm going to go ahead really quick here and fill in this. I want this to be concrete. It's just easier. Your Sims aren't going to like it. They're going to say it's unfinished, but my Sims are almost never in the garage, so it doesn't really matter. They have really no purpose in going in there. So there we go. And since I already did the exterior paint on the outside, it shouldn't bleed through too bad from underneath. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream here. This is the house that we ended up doing. Just a small house. It's just going to be a 1-bedroom. It's a loft bedroom. So here's the upstairs. It's going to be a loft. Here's the downstairs. Like I said, small. It's going to have a sunroom, but this is the house. Make sure you stay tuned to my channel so you can see the finished product in a couple weeks when I upload it for a Friday video. Make sure you hit the bell, of course, on the channel as well. That way you're at least notified. It'll notify you of other live streams as well when I post them. And I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.